Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm currently in Vietnam, and today I'm going to talk you through a short tutorial on some back bends. So we're going to look at the bridge pose and wheel pose, Dhanurasana. So to start with, before you start with this one, you might just want to check make sure you're warmed up in the body. So maybe you've practiced a few asana postures already, maybe some sun salutations to get the body warmed up. And then you're ready to have a go at these. So for the back bends, we're starting on our back. So we're going to come onto our back, feet about hips distance apart, and you have the arms alongside the body, palms down, shoulders down. From here, we start to push into the feet, strong and active in the legs as we lift up the hips. So we're high on the shoulders, the chest is lifting up to the ceiling, really strong in the thighs, and you can just hold this one for a few breaths. You can take a few variations with the bridge pose. So one option might be to slide the shoulders underneath, maybe you interlace the fingers, and maybe you like this version. So you can hold this one for a good few breaths. When you're ready to come down, release any binds, slowly peel the hips down, so you're bringing the spine down slowly, and then you might just take a little sway from side to side with the knees. As part of your yoga practice, you might then go in and repeat that one and do another bridge, or you could go a bit deeper and then maybe take it into the full wheel pose. So this one's much stronger. So if you have any back issues, maybe this one won't be so good for you, so you might want to stay with the bridge pose instead. So just take it slowly so that you've got time to come out of it if it's not so much. So this one, we start with the hands at the side of the ears. So if you've not got so much flexibility in the wrists, this might not work for you just yet, and you might need to firstly build up some more flexibility in the wrists, and this might come with time. We're also going to need to be quite open in the chest here, because we start to push into the hands, push into the feet. We're lifting up the hips, and now we're pushing into the hands to lift the head off the ground and see that strong opening in the chest and that deep back bend here. So very deep pose. Obviously you go into it as much as you want. It doesn't have to be so deep, but it is much stronger and a deeper back bend than the bridge. You might hold this one for a good few breaths, maybe 5 breaths or so. There's also variations you can take with this one, so you could have a go at lifting one leg up to the ceiling and then the other leg, and taking those variations there. Other options, you could lift up the hand, maybe take the hand to the thigh, and you could do that with the other hand as well, maybe to the thigh. Eventually you might actually come down onto the forearms. That might be an option you take here, but much stronger there. When you're ready to come down from this one, make sure you tuck the chin into the chest so that you can come onto the back of the head to release. It's quite a strong back bend, that one, so you might just want to neutralize the spine first. A good way you can do this is just bringing the feet as wide as the mat and just letting the knees knock in together. To just take a moment there to let the spine just neutralize and come back to its nice position there. And then after a moment or so there, you could just bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze in, maybe you take a bit of a rock from side to side, that might feel nice, just to massage the lower back. And you just think about how it feels for you, think about what you need, what feels nice, just to relieve yourself after the back bend. From there, it's a good idea after a strong back bend to do a counterbalance. Some twists might feel good, or you could just come up to seated a little bit, do maybe a few rocks up and down, and a forward fold is a good one to take after this. So you can reach up on the inhale, and then really get that length through the spine as you come forward. You don't have to touch the toes, and just come down into that forward fold, just as deep as your body wants to go. And that's giving you the space across the lower back. Notice it's the opposite stretch now to the wheel pose, the back bend I've just been in. So it's a good counterbalance after that. And just stay in that one for a few more breaths. to see how it feels and start to get that release there in the spine. So yoga is really good for our spine health. We do back bends, twists, side stretches. We get lots of mobility in the spine. Things like the downward dog as well, we're getting that nice release in the spine as well. So really, really good for spine health, keeping that mobility of the spine. We also work on things that are strengthening the core as well. That's also really helping to protect the back as well. So can't say it enough, yoga is so good for our spine health. I hope you found that tutorial useful. For more yoga videos and inspiration, you can follow me at Sarah Lucy Yoga. Thanks again for joining me today. Namaste.